I greet you in Jesus' precious name. It is Monday morning. It's the 4th of December, 2023. And this is your friend, Angus Buchan, with a thought for the day. We start off in the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 12. And I'm reading a very well-known verse, verse 9. The Lord said, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." Now that is after Paul the Apostle pleaded with the Lord 3 times to remove the thorn from his flesh. And then we go on a little bit further in verse 10. "For when I am weak, then I am strong." The thorn in the flesh. Are you suffering today, my dear friend, with some physical disability, some thorn in the flesh? And you're saying, "But Lord, you're not taking it away. Lord, why are my prayers not being answered?" I want to tell you about Paul. Paul is one of my heroes in the Bible. He was an incredible man of God. He was responsible for writing almost 2/3 of the New Testament, Paul the Apostle. He was very confident. He was a fearless warrior for Jesus. But the physical disability must have slowed him down. I want to say to you, to be overconfident and successful even sometimes is a great danger in a Christian's life. You know, the safest place to be is on your knees, because when you're on your knees, you can't fall any further. Remember the old saying, pride always comes before a fall. When a man gets too full of himself, he ends up falling badly. You know, I will not preach a message to a large crowd from a platform or a pulpit without first getting on my knees. The Lord taught me that when I first started preaching. And before I start preaching, I read Psalm 19 and verse 14. "Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer." I knew a preacher who had a terrible speech impediment. He stuttered very badly. But when he got into the pulpit or onto the platform, the stutter left him, and he preached a beautiful message every time. He stuttered off the platform, but when he got on the platform, no problems at all. You know, one of my humble opinion, one of South Africa's premier artists, a young man who had a terrible cycling accident. He was a keen cyclist. He was, for 2 months, partially paralyzed. He had brain injuries. But through persistence and help from his family and other artists, he has become one of South Africa's premier artists. Definitely my favorite. Today, do not be afraid of that thorn in the flesh. Embrace it and press on. God will use it for your benefit. Jesus bless you and goodbye.